wanted to tell y'all what I do and started doing, continue doing to, oops, no. I'ma say, to love myself, to maintain strong anchor within love, and to genuinely love myself, to genuinely feel like, I don't know, like, you know, integrated with our spiritual understanding, because, oh Lord, when I was on that path and shit, grounded, I was not grounded, I did not know grounded.
Anyway, though, I want to tell y'all 5 things. I made a list. Sorry, I can't really multitask. That's why I'm like sounding really slow right now.
But I made a list of 5 things to talk about in this video. To maintain just beautiful energy and beautiful way of being, and to increase the spiritual blossom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do I know what I'm saying? Yes, but I don't know how to start saying it. That's why, like, I don't know. But let me start rambling. Let me start y'all. But I'm doing my edges real quick because I put my hair up and we're not doing that. We're not flaunting 7 different heads right now. We're just going to flaunt one and I'm just going to do that with my edges. Yes, I am. Okay. Almost done. Just give me 1 minute, okay? So yeah, I'm definitely doing a part 2 because I'm very creative and I could go on. That's the thing. That's my thing. That's the thing about like this little like this little separation where like making videos, because like I really could talk, don't get me wrong, but it's like I need a question to be asked first to like really like get into it. But that's not even true for real. Like I could do it without the question being asked, because just the fact that I could do it is the question being asked. Because it's like, where's the lid? Because like, damn, where's the lid? What the hell? Did y'all see where I put the lid at? Did I open this shit on camera? Oh, why is the lid on the bed, bro? What the freak? Because I'm like, what's the reason why I only want to be, like, fully into my message when somebody's asking me? It's because I want it to be relevant. It's like, because I'm uncertain that, my desire to want to talk about whatever I'm talking about is like that certain, that, like, insecurity that it's not relevant, or that, like, nobody cares, or something dumb, like, something so dumb, like, something so made up. That's the thing about creative people. We be making up all our limits. We be having all our limits stacked right there because we're so creative and passionate, and we just put our creativity and passion into what's holding us back, just because we don't want to have the accountability that we're holding us back. Nobody else is doing it except us. We don't want to admit that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's so hurtful to finally admit that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, yeah, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but anyway, that's not the point. But I'm going to say it though, but it's not the point though. This setup is like, okay, this setup, like, alright.
Okay. So, now that we're here, now that we're all seated in a circle, guys, now that we're all seated in a circle, because I'm like, do I want to be talking to like all of us sitting in a circle, or do I want it to be a FaceTime one-on-one call? And my answer to that is yes. So just know that, you know what I'm saying? Just know that it's both. But we're all in a circle. We're not lined up in a classroom. We're in a circle, and it's a bonfire. It's a bonfire in front of us, and we're all in the circle. Okay? Or, can I stop yelling right now? But we knew this already, though. We already knew it, though.
So let me just get into it. So 5 things that I started doing to love myself completely. 5 things that I started doing to be good.
On private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think.
Still be feeling shy, sometimes I still be feeling anxious, but I have more patience to get through it and to not have it hold me back. I have more patience and more, more faith to know that, like, even though they're there, they're not limiting and defining me, you know what I'm saying? I have more of the other side than I do have the grip and control that I used to have onto me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not about being perfect at all. I'm saying, like, that's so cute that other humans project, like, wow, they're so perfect onto them, not knowing that, like, they probably had the worst battles. Not to invalidate your battles too, but you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
First thing that I started doing is actually something that I stopped doing, and that's stop idolatry. What is idolatry? It is an excessive praise or worship to a thing that is not God, our Father, God, our Mother. You know, some people define the Creator as mother, whatever. Personally, for me, I'm comfortable with the masculine, with being Father God, with being God the provider, being God the doer, the action of God that I am, the internal, like the feminine aspect of it I'm not talking about religion at all. This has nothing to do with religion, but I just want to do that like little sense of like awareness in there. So when I'm saying like he for God, just wanted to let y'all know that I'm not saying this out of a closed mind or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Just wanted to clear that air real quick with burn some incense in that air real quick, just so y'all know that it's not no type of discrimination onto nothing.
Both men and women and non-binary people of all gender appropriations and the pronouns, everyone is included.
Idolatry is excessive praise or worship, or just excessive like putting it on such a pedestal of like this whole trailblazing of all these imaginations on how good that thing is once you're gonna get it, to the way that it's like it's a full-on idol. How do I explain that? Because idols could be so many things. We could idolatrize. What is it? Idolatrize so many other things that aren't God. And when I tell you that when the only idol in my life, the idol in my life is Jesus Christ.
So just to let y'all know about like Jesus Christ and Yahushua HaMashiach, whatever. Everybody be saying Jesus, you know, of course in church, and you know that's his most known name, Jesus Christ. I understand that his real name is Yahushua HaMashiach, but I'm gonna just say Jesus Christ because that's what most people know. But just so y'all know, if y'all didn't ever hear before, Yeshua, you know what I'm saying? Names along that line. But I'm gonna be saying Jesus because we know Jesus. So don't be bitter. I used to have friends that I used to associate in the past where they be so bitter for Jesus Christ. And I understand it. Like, if you know people that be like terrible at representing God, or terrible at representing that so-called Jesus that they love, but they represent him terribly, I understand how that could put a bad taste in your mouth. But that's not God. That's not Jesus. That's just like, oh, you just finding out about me. Like, say you're watching me right now. So you just like found out about me, but you know that my sister, who like somebody who's my sister, right? Say she's an awful, horrible, terrible person. But then you want to define me with her. Girl, that's a whole different girl, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even have a sister, so there's no type of shit at all.
Associated with me because I'm in their life, but they're nothing like me. But you're gonna define me off of their terrible expression of a character and not even give mine a shot, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's my little rant on like, don't be bitter about Jesus Christ if you are, because Jesus Christ Jesus Christ is nothing but love. Jesus Christ represents the way, the truth, the light, and the love. Jesus Christ is the only thing that loves you more than anybody could ever can. I think so. Ever since you were a baby. How can I love, like, I love my dad so much. I love my mother so much. How can I love them more than Jesus Christ when Jesus Christ knew them when they were in the womb? If my parents was in the womb, I wasn't even a thought yet, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
His love transcends. Damn, why do I have a little accent?
his love transcends all things. So don't define your knowledge of him off another human being who doesn't understand his love. Knowing God and understanding God and learning about God. God is not based on your feelings. It's like you need an anchor. Look at my beautiful Bible. This video is about self-love, and look at my beautiful Bible. This Bible
is how I learned to love myself again. Yeah, it is. So look at how beautiful. And these are some tabs because like I have multiple Bibles. I have two more. I have like one that's in my car that I decorated really beautifully and cutely, and it has Bible tabs on it, like little things. So it's just like Psalms, do in front of me, all the things on there. So I just like flip it and I open it and then it's a page. I love Bible tabs so much, but this Bible is just too perfect that I don't even want to put no tabs on it because like the pages are thin. Of course, well, papers are in like every Bible is thin, but it's like a coloring Bible. Like it's just really so beautiful and perfect. So that's how some pages look. And then let me show you some other pages. Let me show you my Bible, and I hope that this inspires you to like get a Bible. Not gonna lie, so a Bible is a Bible, and I love the Bible regardless. But like just the fact that my Bible is like, look, I didn't finish coloring it, but like there's so many things to color in here. It's the way that I'm flipping, so like every page that like doesn't have nothing to color.
It has like little things like this. This is like a Bible verse, and everything is all empowering. It's like nothing but empowerment and reassurance. And then it has like multiple notes on here. I'm gonna do like Bible studies on here. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I definitely should.
And like look, and then I have like highlighters that are just so beautiful and pretty. Like things like this. What is this? This is the book I'm currently reading Deuteronomy right now, actually. Too. Like I should color that. I should color this. I colored a couple pages.
So amazing. The Bible is really so amazing. 15 minutes into this video, and then not too much but talk about Jesus. I think it's gonna be a W video, guys. I really think it is. What was I saying though? Yeah, if you just have that itch like me to just like know the Bible, to be reading it and stuff, I highly recommend you get a beautiful Bible like this, because How could you not want to read this every single day? Yeah, and like this, I did this because like I colored it, but I didn't like it, so I just glued some fabric on it that I got from Michael's. This is some cheetah print stuff. Hey, making the Lord the idol in my heart, because I had so many idols, y'all. I used to idolatrize. I feel like that sounds weird. Idolatrize? No, definitely not idolatrize. I used to idolatrize people a lot. I used to be talking to a little new yeah, and why in the world would like that just be such an anchor in idolatry? Is because I longed for a love so great. That's why they literally say we naturally crave God's love, we naturally crave God's presence, and we search for God's presence in other things, like people, like a little drinky drink, like I don't idolatrize drinks at all, but some people do. Even food, just an exaggerated role that these play in our life is what idolatry is. An exaggerated love, an exaggerated tale, an exaggerated thing that we be doing to these things that aren't God. And a lot of the times, yes, it is people.
It is even beauty in this world. It's money. Most certainly for some people. Most certainly. I'm aware of a lot of people on my timeline that be idolatrizing money and stuff. It causes a lot of weight to your spirit because it has you bound for needing these things of the world. Whole time when we leave, none of these things were taken with us. You know what I'm saying? So, but what we are taking with us is our spirit, and what loves our spirit and recharges our spirit and protects our spirit and loves our spirit and is our spirit is the spirit of God that's in you. It's the spirit of God. And so when we make the spirit of God the idol, because say I'm like, oh, no idols at all, that's gonna be really hard because we're naturally gonna be messing up. But you gotta hack the thing that messes up. So it's like you don't want these idols, right? But we naturally create idols. Make God your idol, and you will be good.
Make the knowledge of God your idol and learn about God more and more every single day. If you're on your phone a lot or on your phone sometimes, fill your timeline up with people who be spreading the message. If you listen to music a lot, listen to music that is promoting the love of God. Your spark. I had lost my spark for a little minute. My spark is recharged on a daily. Baby, I'm a sparkler.
And it's because of you. I'm a sparkler.
I'm a sparkler, and it's because of God.
Yeah, the first thing that I stopped, because it's like, I'm talking about things I started doing, but I had to tell you, what I started doing is making God my idol, and making Jesus Christ my idol, making the love of God, making the traits and the fruits of God, and the traits of Jesus Christ, and the traits and the fruits of the peace of God, making all of that my idol.
Making all of that the idol, making all of that the thing to depend on, instead of what it used to be, which was and people that love me, but it wasn't for love. Also was attention. It also was a little yeah. What else did I make an idol? Can I think? Oh, definitely social media. I used to be addicted to social media. I'm not addicted to social media no more. I used to be very influenced by social media. I'm really not anymore. I'm really not. I'm really not. Like, okay, a little bit. Can't lie. I do feel conviction right now. I can get better on that. But make God your idol. That's the first thing. Okay. The next thing in here is completely eradicated the version of myself who thinks that she's in limit and struggles. So we're talking about things that God gets you to a point of genuinely loving yourself and genuinely being whole and okay spiritually. That's what we're talking about. That's the title of this video, right? Number 2, the thing that I'm saying is the thing that helped me get to this beautiful peace and tranquility and beautiful attribute of the spirit and the aura
is to completely eradicate the version of myself who thinks that she's in limited struggles. So it's like, did you come on this video because you're like, damn, I need to see this video because maybe this video is going to give me that knowledge. Yeah, that's the last time you're going to do that too. Completely eradicate that version of myself who is in the domain of thinking
that, damn, I need to get this. Like, I was so comfortable. A band-aid on a gushing wound. Yeah, I was so comfortable with doing that. And it's like, I put the band-aid on the wound this wound was not a wound that required to have a band-aid to make it better. No, it was not. But the way I was thinking was, I put a band-aid on this wound and it's gonna get better. Damn, no, it didn't.
Let me find a better band-aid. Oh, a new brand of band-aids coming out. Let me see, because this brand of band-aid that just came out, that's probably the band-aid that's gonna do it. Damn, it didn't do it. Well, damn, this new brand of band-aid that just came out, and maybe that's gonna do it for me. This brand of band-aid is pretty, so that's probably means that's gonna help me. I feel magnetically attracted and drawn and just magnetically replenished. I feel very replenished by looking at this band-aid. Let me see if this band-aid is gonna be the one.
Continuing of that, because I was really attached to that way of thinking, and I was very attached to that version of myself who constantly needed help and who constantly needed that numbing feeling of what that pretty pack of band-aids that was doing for me. And I was really attached to that whole cycle.
It's a love Bible. We can untitled. And I know that, so and I don't think that is good timing. I'm in that by you Gucci and some red. I'm like everybody.
Okay, so yeah, I was really doing that a lot. Continuous cycle for a minute. Lord, like by the time that minute is done, that watch was broken, because sis, that was not a minute, by the way. It was not a minute. So yeah, but I was just completely fed up with doing that. But I was doing that a lot. Okay, we get it.
So yeah, so the way that I eradicated that version of myself who was really bound to that cycle of fixing herself, and then that fixing only working for a little bit and then needed a new fixing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Myself who was bound to that way of thinking. The same way that, like, if something sudden happened in your family, like a family emergency happened, right? And your whole mindset just completely like, whew, excuse me. Like, you don't have no capacity to be like going out. Say you have plans tonight, but then say something just suddenly just happened in your family where your family needs you right now, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have that mental energy to be doing whatever you're gonna do, because all of your thing is completely changed from that, and it's literally only recreated in the love and the security and the, you know, the caring and the presence of how you need to be with your family, right? Like the whole world that she was about to experience, so they know that all that shifted and it's only here. And then now moving on from this sudden thing, okay, you're about to walk a little bit differently. You kind of got humbled by this experience. You know what I'm saying? It's like something like that. Does that make sense? It makes sense in my head, but it's kind of hard to say it. That's what I did with myself. It's like I really had to reevaluate how I seen a lot of things in life, and you know, okay, I'm speeding all of that up because I'm trying to say something and I don't really know how to say it.
Well, I'm gonna just say that the way that I eradicated that version of myself was to really just redefine what I want to be spending time on. And I spent a lot of time with fixing myself just to find out that sis, the fixing that I needed was to let the fuck go.
Under the blood. Under the blood.
I felt absolutely amazing, and I felt like, you know what, this life thing isn't so bad anymore. So I don't go through that sudden spiral of needing to be like, oh, as soon as this thing is fixed, then I could do that. Like, I don't have that whole hyper fixation of a plan no more, because that's how strong my faith is in God. And as long as I be patient through the quote-unquote uncertainty and know that I'm not supposed to have everything figured out, that's literally not the point.
And knowing that, like, through the uncertainty, all I need is patience and faith and, you know, common sense. Yes, I have common sense. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I know that with the use of that, with, you know, some love, some trust, and some pixie dust, and stir that thing up. Give me a little paper. Put that thing in there. Get a little lighter. Smoke on that. Let me not even say smoke on that Jesus pack.
Woe to that. Woe to that. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away.
I have a thing planned. I have a thing planned for the later. Anyway, damn, can I be for real? Because this video is about to be literally so long. I'm about to be editing so much. Anyway, nobody cares. No, not about nobody cares. I don't care. I would do it. I would do it for you.
That what I need is all the places that I worried replaced with faith.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say.
What more do you need? What more do you freaking need? And in the process of, you know, getting to where you want to be.
I'm not where I want to be, but I thank God I'm not where I used to be. I was fucked up, feeling like the devil had a hold on me. Mama crying when the rain do. The things that you won't do. And I'm running when do. Watch it rain on me. Yeah, blessings. Yeah, knowing that I'm not where I wanted to be, but thanking God that I'm not where I used to be. And knowing that it's just so much, bro, like, damn, like, I'm gonna have to make a separate video on just having patience. Oh my goodness, yes. Let me write that down so I don't forget it.
I'm gonna just say, feeling all the limits and all the worries and all that unnecessary worry and struggle, filling all of that with the presence of God, with the conscious intention of presence with God, and with meeting God where you're at, because God meets you where you're at. Where you're at right now, you're met with God. You're met with the presence of God. You're met with unfathomable. Is that the word I'm looking for today? Guys, is that the word I'm looking for today? Let me know. Uncomprehendable love. And when I say that, I just mean love that transcends all barriers and all boundaries and all limitations and all limitations. You're met with that love right now where you're at. You're not met with that love once you get through whatever you're going through, or once you get that check coming in, or once you move out your mom's house and have your own house, or fix the things that's in your relationship, or X, Y, and Z, all the things that we want to fix, because it's like, damn, like I need to fix this. If I don't fix this, then damn, like my life is effed up forever, like da. Cut the thing out, Crody. Cut it out right now, because you're met right now where you are with the presence of God and with the peace of God and with the fixings of God. What did they say this one time? She said, why are we looking for a solution? No. She said, why are we looking for a resolution when we're standing in front of the solution?
Under the blood.
Simple as that. So I'm gonna say that's my number 2. All the things, damn, can I film the video with my face in it? All the times that you're looking for a resolution for your problem. Oh my gosh, this is number 2. I'm gonna put this in the front of it, because by the time that this is said and done, this is what needs to be said, and then that's what needs to be done. All the times that I was looking for a resolution, damn, I'ma just stand in front of the solution. All the times that I was looking for a resolution, I replaced that with the presence of the solution.
All the times that I was needing resolution, all the times that my mind was just seeking and aching and quaking and breaking to have all these resolutions in there and have all the solutions to my problem, all of that, I replaced that need for it and that, desire and that just made up thing. Like, can we zone out? Can we zone out so far that you zone out to see the view of the house, and then zone out further than that to see the view of the state, and then see the view of the zone out of that, the view of the country, and then zone out to see the view of the earth, and then zone out to see the millions of universe. You know what I'm saying? But imagine I'm just thinking the whole time, and then you just zoned out until all of that. All the times I was battling in there, I just replaced that with the presence of God, and just replaced that with the knowledge of the solution, and with the peace of the solution, and with the remembrance of the solution. And so that's number 2 for you. That's number 2 for you. Here's number 3 for me. Anchored in God, in unshakable faith, and peace in God. Literally what we just talked about.
Literally what we just talked about, for really. So yeah, anchored in God, in unshakable faith, and peace in God. Need I say more?
Yeah, unshakable faith, meaning that patience. It's the patience for me, because I'm very imaginative, I'm very creative, I'm very passionate, what was that sound? I'm very ambitious, and I'm very ambitious internally. Like, I have a lot of ambitions internally. And what I mean by that is, like, it's a lot that I want to conquer internally. Like, it's always a flame, it's always an itch, it's always a something new internally for me. It's always a constant change for me. It's always a deeper level of knowledge for me. It's always like more that I want to get. Like, I'm very hyper aware or whatever. Like, I'm very hyper aware of myself and hyper aware of the potential that I have. And it's never I guess this is just me, so I just have to live like it, I guess. No, it's always improving more, and it's always using my energy, my creativity to just become better. Not in no type of pride way, but in a type of way that I never want to give up on myself and settle for a version of myself who isn't happy where she could be happy, you know what I'm saying? Or isn't fully integrated in my authenticity, like, or is still, shy about this, or is still, insecure about this, and this. Like, say I'm so insecure about my voice. It's like I'm also aware that there's a version of me who's not insecure about her voice, and who doesn't let her voice hold her back, and who is okay with her voice, and who uses her voice, and who honors her voice, and who respects her voice. And even though, say, right now I'm insecure about it, say, and this is an example, y'all, I'm not. This ain't an example of it, like, it's just a little example. Say right now I'm not, it's like, instead of that feeling of, like, just, like, giving up and not seeing it through, just be patient. Just know what it's like to be insecure about my voice, and then use my voice right now, because I can, with the awareness that, damn, I'm insecure about my voice, but what the hell is that sound? I keep hearing these thumps. I'm a little bit scared, as I was saying. So just be like, damn, like, yeah, talking about how, like, just be with yourself while you're at the state you're at, knowing that
you're gonna get there. Like, does that make sense, y'all? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like it's so much pressure to like be perfect, to have it all figured out. Be with yourself, be with the version of yourself who doesn't have nothing figured out, and know how that feels, and be with that version, and then trust that invisible thing, which is God, in the process, in the solution. Trust that thing, because so you can finally walk on the road to getting fixed. But if you were never honest with yourself, if you were never honest with yourself about how you don't have it figured out, then I don't think you ever will, because the start to the answer is the humility in the question that you're asking, which is like, how do I get it figured out? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That makes sense to me. The start of the finish is the humility in the beginning.
Jesus, you will cover me. Say.
Yeah, yes it is. And it never wasn't. It always was. So, okay.
Open myself up to people and friends. So for so long I was depressed. I can't lie. For so long I was like really depressed, and I was really living in such a sad way. And when I realized finally how much time went by that I was living like this, that is also the same simultaneously time
that the Holy Spirit came into my life and into my entirety and met me exactly where I was, which was broken.
Broken. I'm feeling at peace and you holy. They just don't like to be whole again. You chosen. Pieces of my heart that you broken. I mean stolen. That's not called stolen. That's not called broken.
Broken. I was very devastated with my life. I was very devastated with the way that my life went. And I was very devastated. I was so devastated, y'all. Like, I have a story. Should I do a story time? Would y'all listen? I think you would.
Stop trying to act like you won't, because maybe you will. So don't even say that, because maybe you will. Maybe I should say it. Maybe I should just make a little story time. Maybe I should,
Yeah. So I was just really just so like, wow. And it was just so long in my life that I was on that like unconscious terrible way of living. Like years, I'm saying years of my life went by where I was living like this, and then I finally realized, damn, I've been living like this for so long. And I was so just broken, devastated, and in humility of myself, in humility of my life, in humility of everything. And yeah, and that was like October 18th. I think it was October 18th, because I think I wrote it down, because that's the day I'm like, I'm giving my life to God. I'm giving my life to Jesus Christ. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I did, and I am. So yeah, in the midst of that recovery, that beautiful, beautiful recovery, and that beautiful necessity of things to happen, being depressed for so long, yeah, I was kind of like, damn, like, how do I live my life regularly? How do I live my life without feeling like this? Because I don't want to anymore, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, I was opening myself up. I was shedding light. I was shining light on all the things that was darkness. I was just basically living with a lot of darkness for a long time. I was living with a lot of wounds and a lot of voids. What voids are places within you that don't have the presence of God. So it's like, say your self-image is just so bad. It's because it doesn't have the presence of God in it. You didn't open your like limitations up, or like you didn't open your conscious up to shine the presence of God, and to open it, like just open it to the presence of God, to just be in humility, to have space for the presence of God to come through on that part of your inside, as the part of your life. That's why it's so bad. And so yeah, I didn't have the presence of God in my feelings, some thoughts, some other things. I'm not thinking about it because I don't really remember, but I just know that I could count on my little fingers of how many things that didn't have the presence of God in it. And so yeah, so the journey of getting out of that is to be shining light onto it, because every problem is a God-sized problem. Like every problem that you have, that's a God-sized problem. What is that? Isaiah something. Lean not on your own understanding. Like, we be trying to figure out so many things. Give it to God and walk in the knowing. Bro, God, it's just so beautiful. Having faith is just so beautiful, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so yeah, once I started shining light onto these things and just trusted the journey and never gave up, and intentionally had patience and intentionally kept scripture close to my heart and anchored in me and extremely relevant in all parts of me, that's when I was finally, you know, walking out of this darkness while holding his hand and while knowing that, like, yeah, that life was not for me, and, like, you know, other things than depression, but I'm gonna just say depression, that's like all of it. Knowing that life was not for me, and the new life that I'm having, that I'm meant to, that I'm actually like needed in, and that I'm actually made for.
Just shining light on all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, number 4, opening myself up to people and friends. I came a lot more quicker out of this darkness that I had because I truly loved being around people, and I loved talking to people and just enjoying time with people more than I loved to be in that darkness that I was in. Like, yeah, I would be struggling with this, struggling with that, but you know, and you could say that I loved that with how much that I just did it and how much that I just resorted back to it. You could say that that's what I loved, not knowing. Like, if somebody asked me, oh, do you love feeling like this? I would not say yes, but mine as well, because that's what you spend all the time doing. So that has to have some type of love with it.
You know what I'm saying? That's where that deception, that's where that serpent, that's where that enemy was having you, because you wouldn't admit that you loved it, but you acted like you did. You know what I'm saying? That goes into number 1 with the idolatry thing. You know, these feelings that are so comfortable, they kind of become idols. That feeling of just closing in, and that feeling of that quote unquote knowing that, like, nobody gets you, or like just that self-isolation of, like, that whole avoidant, you know, thing that I was in. Like, I don't know how to explain it right now, but that had a chokehold on me because that was kind of like an idol. Like, I literally had that as an idol for me. That was very comfortable for me to do. That's why I kept on resorting back to it. That's why it was so hard to be walking with patience on this journey, because it didn't have no light of God in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just loved being with the light and sharing the light with other people so much more than I loved whatever I had going on that was bad, and that was bad for me. That was really unpleasant. You know, I loved pleasance more than I loved unpleasance. So I was patient with my time. I was patient with myself. When I was enjoying things like being with people, going out. I love to go out and just be out of the house and be doing stuff and be living. I love living more than I love my way of life that wasn't living. So since I love that more, I just kind of felt like
with my journey, I kind of felt like I could skip in it a little bit. I had a little pep in my step with my walk, because I loved this more than I loved this. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, the walk just became better.
With knowing that I love opening up to people and having space for other people. Yes, that's what it was. I love to let go of my problems so I could have more space. It's like, what do I need to let go of to have more space? All of these problems, all of these insecurities, all of these darkness, all of these feelings, all of these, you know, wounds and limitations, and, you know,
defining my future over what happened in the past, and insecurity about this, insecurity about this, insecurity about this, secrets about this, secrets about that.
I loved having space for other people more than I loved having all of this space for where I didn't want other people.
So what do you have to let go? I had to let go of all of that. And then when I let go of all of that, it's like all of that never existed. And it's just this love and this space for other people. So also having love and having space for other people and opening yourself up to people and friends and just openness and just purity and just genuine openness to other people, that's also amazing for you, because you're also expanding your light and you're extending your light. I try to daily, but I just do as authentic as it feels. Like, if I want to do it, I'm not going to not do it because I'm lazy. No, I have a lot more control over my mind than that. But it doesn't have to be a daily thing, acting like I'm a robot. I'm not Siri with my spiritual practice. Like, it might not be every single day, but it's going to be whenever I need to. Because sometimes I don't need to, because it's like, I don't need to put time aside to do this, because I'm already doing that. Like, say I want to do a meditation, or say I want to do like a prayer or whatever, because I want to have more peace of God or whatever, but then say I'm already with that peace of God while I'm living my life however I am in that day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
So I'll do like just an intentional, conscious imagination and prayer and, like, you know, meditation or whatever, of just expanding my light and just allowing myself to take up space mentally and consciously and intentionally, and all the intentions that I want to have, and all the, like, love and the, you know, collective consciousness. I just put love into that and put comfortability into that, because I used to feel uncomfortable a lot. Girl, I was always fucking uncomfortable. I was just always uncomfortable. Like, I was always anxious, always uncomfortable. But I can't even say always, because I also had some great times too. But like, it kind of went hand in hand. It was kind of like a little, like, even though I'm having a good time right now, in 5 minutes I might feel like this. I don't know, something like that. You get it, girl. I know you get it. I know you get me, girl. I know you get me, girl. Anyway, so yeah, that's what it is for number 4. Now that he finishes some more by the bonfire, now we could just take our little bites. Number 5, this is the last one, and this video is almost an hour, but I'm gonna be speeding it up, y'all. The editing is about to go fire in here. My editing is about to go fire in here. Let me know how you feel in the comments down below, because we're almost done. And yeah, my video is almost done. I feel like this is a great video. Anyway, know that my beauty is on the inside, and every single branch of my heart will bear its fruits. One thing about my heart is it is the tree of life. And for a long time, I didn't believe that my tree and my tree branches was gonna have fruits in it. And if you get it, you get it. And so knowing that all of my heart is gonna be fulfilled, and I thought that my heart was not gonna be fulfilled. I just thought that was just it. Like, I don't know what I thought. If I were to explain to you what I thought, you would be like, I just feel like it's irrelevant right now.
Just knowing that all of my heart, and like, bro, like, I just love to love. Just being comfortable within your own love and allowing yourself to love. One thing I used to be absolutely petrified of is opening myself up to love. I was really scared to love. Not gonna lie, I was really scared to love. Am I still scared to love? I'm actually not scared to love no more. But I don't never jinx myself. Like, watch me say that and then like, I'm just gonna be scared to love again.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually not.
I'm not scared to love no more. I actually love to open my heart and to just be loved, because I love myself. And when you're a person who loves yourself, love does not exit. And my love and my care for people, like, there's nothing wrong with caring about people. And it's not even in no like weird way, or not even in no like no type of way. It's in the child. That's why I don't know the verse. I mean the chapter. I mean the book.
But someplace in the Bible it says, I think it's Luke. It says, unless you make yourself like a child, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And what it means by that is, unless you are just so pure, like a child, like love, like when Sade
says something about loving you feel like a child. Like, I forget the song, but she says something about like, I loved you like a child. I just heard it the other day. Forget. That's what we're talking about. That childlike love, that innocent, pure, genuine, true. Like, that's the only thing true is our child self, and we really just are children. Like, you know that, right? You know that I'm just a child that grew up, right? You know that you're just your child self who just kept getting bigger. But since there's like a society and like stuff to maintain and images to keep up on, and like social media and like careers and jobs and money, all of that government stuff and all that systemic stuff, it takes us away from our nature of being like children, and cause you to think that like, oh, like you have to grow up and act like this and do like this. I'm just a child for real, but like responsibly though, and like with its limits. Like, okay, yes, I'm still getting to the money, like it ain't funny, but you're still children. We're children of God. Like, we're still children of God. That's why when you don't accept that nature about yourself, yourself and your life is a mess, because you don't accept that you're a child of God. And then when you accept that you're a child of God, ooh, everything is just like, not everything is amazing. Like, we still be going through stuff, of course. And my hair's falling out. I mean, falling down, not falling out. We still be going through things, of course. You like, I'm in this walk too, but it's like, we're with him though. Like, he's with us the whole time, and it's like, I don't know, it's just a lot better when, like, my life is just so much better with Jesus in here. I can't lie. But let me stay on topic. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, beauty is on the inside, and every single branch of my heart will bear its fruits. Okay, so don't be superficial with your beauty. I believe that your vessel is, of course, the extension of not only your soul, but also the ones who came before you, and also the ones who love you so much. Your parents, they had you. And I don't know, I'm not gonna get into too much like physical stuff, but the real beauty is truly and always on the inside. Like, have you ever seen somebody and like you don't find them, like you don't see them and think like, wow, they're beautiful, but then you get to know them, you're like, they're so beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And or when you see somebody and you're like, wow, they're beautiful, and then you get to know them and it's like, oh god, they're hideous, you know what I'm saying? But like, shit, like the outside, it does not matter at all. Like, yeah, it's a little fun or whatever, but like the real beauty is always on the inside. Like, let me just tell you right now, like my little when I tell you, y'all, like, it is barbaric with the way he is so majestic, Lord God. But it's like, it's kind of not doing it for me, so I'm like, damn, like, yeah, you're really majestic, like, yeah, you're really, Lord, like, handsome. Like, when I tell you, like, handsome, like, I could cry. Like, no, I'm just saying, I couldn't cry, but I could if, damn, like, I don't know. But anyway, he's just so handsome, y'all. But like, I'm like, And, you know, sooner or later, that handsome shit is not going to cut it. I don't know, girl. Like, I might need to call you real quick. I might need to call you right now. I might need to call you because I be needing help. Do I, though? Do I? I don't know. But still, like, it's not only that. Like, my hair is, like, literally falling down. Anyway. So, yeah, the real beautiful thing is on the inside. I'm going to just tell you that. But you knew that, though. Okay, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We understand. And every single branch of your heart will bear its fruits. Every single cut and crevice and corner and cringe and crack of your heart will be not only repaired, but fulfilled. But the thing is, you have to be real about it, though. When your feelings is hurt, you can't act like your feelings aren't hurt. I'm so sensitive. When I tell you I could cry on a daily basis with my sensitivity, but do I? No. I just be for real about it. And I'm growing to be emotionally mature. I think that I'm emotionally mature. I'm not lying. I don't feel conviction at all. I think I'm emotionally mature. I am. I'm emotionally mature, y'all. Like, I'm not even convicted when I say that. I'm being for real. And so, that has to do with a lot of honesty. And everybody's so unique. When you let yourself be unique, and when you just be for real, and you just build that boundary of, it's a limit of things that I lie about. And what I'm not about to do is lie about my feelings. Yeah, I might lie about something else. I'm just playing. I don't be lying. I'm just kidding, y'all. Why am I talking like this? Yeah. When you just have the boundary, you know what I'm saying? So you could just be for real and be authentic and allow yourself to express where you need to express at. That's a thing. When you don't be expressing, it's not good. You need to have a place to express yourself. Let me tell you the ways I express myself, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, we're at number 5. That's done. I'm gonna make a part 2 though. Let me know if you need a part 2 though. No funny thing. I'm gonna make a part 2, y'all. I got you for real. I know a guy who knows a guy. I got you. 1, rapping, singing, writing. Is reading a way of expressing yourself? I think so, definitely. Because I be so imaginative when I'm reading. Is reading a form of self-expression? I would say so. Like, because when if I'm reading a fiction book, I'm only talking about fiction. I'm not talking about like informative self-help books. That's not really expression. That's learning. But say you read a fiction book, bro, like that's literally self-expression. I don't care. My readers know. The last book that I read, I'm still reading it. It's 1,000 Boy Kisses. That book is so good, y'all. Like, when I tell you, if you're a reader like me and you haven't read that book, girl, please read it. Like, actually, it's so good. And tell me what you think about it too. DM me. We can talk about it. Cause shit, that's my book. And she has a couple other books. The author Tilly Cole. Girl, shout out to you because I literally love you. Like, that book literally rewired my heart. I can love again because of that book. Not gonna lie. Anyway, what was I saying? Damn. Okay, so yeah, reading fiction books definitely is self-expression. If you are imaginative and you let your, yeah, that's amazing. Roller skating, ice skating, stretching, but like being really into it though, because like that goes hand in hand with dancing to me. But I don't be dancing. I need to learn how to dance. What's another way that I express myself? Did I say writing? And writing, creating voice memos, not messages. Voice messages too. I don't know. Be expressing yourself and value yourself the same way that you would want somebody else to value themselves. Oh, and watching shows too. Let me show you the show that I have on. It's Care Bears, but I'm about to change it because my thing is cartoons. My thing is watching, like early 2000s. One thing that I be watching is Tubi. One thing that I watch on Tubi is Beray's Face. Y'all, do you know that show, girl? Most people don't because it's so old. Let me see the year. Beray's Face. Look, it's literally so cute. Can you see it? Is it there? Yeah. 2004. It came out in 2004, and it has a couple seasons. It's just so amazing. You know the other show that's so good to watch? Downtown. That's my show. That's my show for real. So yeah, look how cute. Not so much though, because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So yeah, that's the video. I hope y'all really love this so much, and I hope that you can become a better, amazing person how you are meant to be and how you are. And I got you for part 2. Maybe I got you for part 3 too. And you know, we're just in it together. Follow me on Instagram. Stay tuned for my music. That's coming out soon. Love you. Bye.
Oh.